Good morning everyone. Today we are going to discuss with the lesson number 18, that is a journey to remember.
In this chapter, we will discuss about the memorable journey of Aruna and Akash family to attend a wedding in Goa. So, they decided to travel a long way together. We will discuss the following topics to understand their journey. Topics are Introduction, Landforms, in which we will study about the plains, the desert, hills and mountains, by the sea, wrap up, and the last book exercise. Introduction. We all have heard about transport, and the meaning of this word is movement of people and things from one place to another. The means are land transport like car, bus, train, water transports like ship, streams, boats, cruise, etc. Air transport like aeroplane, gliders, helicopter, etc. In the picture, you are able to see the different means of transport, that is bicycle, auto rickshaw, scooter, motorcycle, car, bus, and truck. Now, the question is, what are the uses of these transport? The answer is for traveling. As Aruna and Akash are going to Goa to attend a wedding, in the same way, millions of people work at different places. Every day they travel from their homes to their workplace. People go for holiday trip, market, bank, airport. Children also travel from home to school. Aeroplane. Aeroplane, trains, metros, buses, and ships are the public transport. Public transport means the means of transport which are used by public. To travel by these public transports, we would need to buy tickets. These tickets can be bought online using computers or mobile phones. We can pay for them using credit and debit cards. Printouts of tickets are taken in advance. Aeroplane tickets are bought from airline offices at airport. An airline ticket is a document or electronic record issued by an airline or a travel agency that confirms that an individual is entitled to seat on a flight or on an aircraft. The first picture is showing the aeroplane ticket, and the second picture is showing the airport ticketing office. Train. In the same way, train tickets can be bought from ticketing offices at railway stations and metro stations. The first picture is showing the train ticket, and the second picture is showing the railway station. Ships. The people can buy the ship ticket from the shipping agencies. These tickets are allowed to use for a particular date and particular time. Boarding passes. A boarding pass or boarding card is a document provided by an airline during check in, giving a passenger permission to enter the restricted area of an airport and to board the airline for a particular flight. It can be purchased from the airport. Train Ticket Examiner TTE. Train Ticket Examiner check the tickets of passengers in the coach and guide the passenger in occupying their accommodation. He prevents illegal or unauthorized entry in a coach, including the platform ticket holder. He shall ensure that the number of passengers do not exceed the carrying capacity of the coach. Bus conductor. Bus conductor have many responsibilities which include collecting fares, issuing tickets, helping passengers with baggage, advising the destinations and ensuring the safety of passengers. Ticket inspector. Ticket inspector is a person whose job is to check passengers' tickets on public transport. Airport security personnel, a person who protects the safety of passengers and staff in the nation's airport and aircraft. This person is responsible for identifying dangerous objects and hazardous materials in baggage, etc. Now, what are private transports? Private transports are the personal or individual use of transportation vehicles which are not available for the use by the general public. For example, car, bicycle, motorcycle, scooter, etc. In this chapter, we are going to learn about the journey of Aruna and Akash to Goa, which is 1900 km away from Delhi. They have decided to travel by their own transport so that they can see the beautiful views of Delhi, Haryana, Rajasthan, and Maharashtra to Goa, and after attending the wedding, they will again come back to Delhi. Landforms. Now, the question is, what are landforms? Landform is a natural feature of the earth like mountain, rivers, plains, plateaus, desert, coastal areas, etc. In India too, different landforms in the different part of our country. The plains. When Aruna and Akash have started their journey from Delhi, that is located in the northern India, when we talk about the landform of Delhi, it is plain. So now what are plains? A plain is a broad area of relatively flat lands. Plains are one of the major landforms or the type of land on earth. They cover more than one third of the world's land area. Plains exist on every continent. For examples of plain is grasslands. Plains are very fertile areas which are suitable for plant cultivation. The plains are formed by the deposition of silt of Ganga, Satluj, and Brahmaputra. Ganga, Satluj, and Brahmaputra are the three major rivers of our India, and the lands beside these rivers are most fertile land in India. Plains are formed by these rivers, are good for plant cultivation, and it is densely populated region of our country. Haryana is the first stop of Aruna and Akash family in their journey. In Haryana, they drove through several villages where sugarcane, rice, mint, cotton, and wheat are grown. These are the crops which are grown mostly in north regions where plains are found. The first picture is showing the plain region where crops has been grown, and the second picture is showing the clothes of Haryana. While traveling through Haryana, Akash and Aruna saw several women dressed traditionally, a shirt over a long skirt or ghagra with a odhani or dupatta. These women carrying water in the pot from the well to their home. The traditional dress of men in Haryana is pajama, kurta, and pagri, and the people of Haryana speak Haryanvi and Hindi. Now, the second landform is the desert. From Haryana, Akash and Aruna reached to Udaipur, Rajasthan. Desert is a barren area that receives very little rainfall. They are also known as dry lands. The dust storms, sandstorms are very common in deserts. During days it is very hot, during night it is very cold. The plants of this area convert their leaves into spines for lesser water loss. For example, kikar, cactus, date palm, etc. Farmers grow crops like bajra, jowar, barley, maize in Rajasthan. Camels are very important means of transport in Rajasthan. In the picture, you can see the dress of traditional dress of Rajasthani people and the traditional food of Rajasthan, that is gatte ki sabji and dal bati churma, which is very famous in Rajasthan. The people of Rajasthan speaks Marwani and Hindi. The Thar Desert and Great Indian Desert is located in Rajasthan. The women wear the long skirt called ghagra with a choli or blouse and an odhani. The men were dressed in a dhoti and kurta with a colorful pagri. Aruna and Akash never see the people wear the dresses like this because in Delhi they generally saw people wearing jeans, shirt and women's wear salwar kameez. The next landform is hills and mountains. After resting in Udaipur, Rajasthan, Akash and Aruna reached to Panvel, Maharashtra. Panvel is the hill station of Maharashtra. There they saw bigger hills and mountains which surrounds Maharashtra. Hills are naturally raised areas and lands with sloping sides. Mountains are the natural elevation of the earth's surface rising abruptly from the surrounding level. The mountains are quite higher than hills. The Western Ghats give the beautiful scene and views due to their green trees and plants. The women of Maharashtra wear pleated and tucked sari in between their legs like dhoti. The men wear a dhoti and a loose shirt. Shrikhand is a sweet dish made up of curd, is very famous in Maharashtra. People speaks Marathi in Maharashtra. Coconut trees are grown largely in this area. In this picture, the first two pictures are of Western Ghats, which looks very beautiful, and the third picture is Shrikhand, and the fourth and fifth picture is the traditional dress of Maharashtrian people. By the sea. On the third day of traveling, they reached Goa. Goa is the state in western India with the coastal lines stretching along the Arabian Sea. Aruna and Akash smells the seas and even drove along the coast and saw the sea water. Aruna and Akash felt that Goa was neither too hot nor too cold. There is a moderate climate throughout the year. Fishing is one of the most important occupation of Goa and fish is an important local diet. Goa is also full of coconut trees. Coconut is used in Goan making. Goan prawn curry is one of the famous dish and bebinka is a famous sweet dish of Goa. In the diagram, the two pictures are showing the areas beside the coast, and the third picture is showing the fisherman. Fourth is the bebinka, and the fifth is the famous dish of the Goa, that is Goan prawn curry. In this picture, the women wear the sari that is known as nawari along with the traditional jewelry. Panu Bhaju is the another traditional dress of Goa and it looked like as I have shown in the picture. The Koli fishermen wear bright colored shirt, half pant and bamboo huts. This is the signature dress and it is also worn by tourists and in this picture you can see the people are wearing the bamboo huts and shirt and half pant. Goa is one of the famous spot for tourists. Goan women also wear gown and so many other western dresses. The people of Goa speaks English, Portuguese, Konkani, Hindi and Marathi. Aruna and Akash and their family member had a wonderful time together at the wedding. They met with their relatives who came from abroad. After attending the wedding celebration, they came back to Delhi after having a memorial journey. Now, wrap up. We find different landforms in different parts of our country, food habits, clothing style, and even languages differ from region to region in India. We need to buy tickets when we travel by public transport. So, in this chapter, we saw that Aruna and Akash have traveled by their private transport and they saw the deserts, plains, hills and mountains and the last coastal area. So they enjoyed a lot the natural views of these regions and that's why the journey is a memorable one. Now, the book exercise on the page number 133 A. Filling the blanks. First one, Shrikhand. Second, a shirt and a long skirt and an odhni. Dal bati churma. Third one. Fourth one is Konkani. Fifth one, bright colored shirts, half pants, and panu bhaju. B1 filling the blanks with the correct answer. First C to attend a wedding. Second B sand. Third B wheat. Fourth D bebinka. Fifth C pagri. The C1 filling the boxes with the correct words. Transport, private, car, cycle, scooter, public, bus, train, and aeroplane.
This is all about the lesson and the book exercise. Thank you so much.